What is going on, guys? It's Luna here, and I have a story today, a fucking recent one from like 2 weeks ago, that really creeped me out. And I know I just figured out who this was, and it was really funny. And I've been telling this on streams and stuff, so if you've heard this before, I'm sorry. But I'm gonna tell it for the people who don't really watch streams. But basically what happened, guys, is a couple weeks ago I was hanging out with one of my friends, and one of his friends was over too, so it was a couple of my buddies basically, and we were hanging out outside on my I have this thing. It's a balance board, hands-free Segway, whatever you call it. I'm gonna make a video with it soon, don't worry. I was supposed to make one like the first week that I had it, but I never made one. But I was on my Segway, I guess, just rolling around having fun. And down the street, I saw someone coming, and I didn't know who the hell it was. He looked like he was, a little bit older than I was, but I didn't really know exactly. But he looked kind of older, actually, And he had long hair, like down to his, like shoulders, I'd say. And he was wearing like these trip pants. Like I think they're called trip pants. You see a lot of quote unquote goth people wearing them. I don't like to fucking do that stereotype, but he just looked like he wears a lot of stuff from the Hot Topic store. Not that that's a bad thing. He just looked like he was wearing that kind of clothing. And from far away, I could just see him. So he was coming towards me, and I rolled back up my driveway to hang out with my friends. And we're sitting there, and I realized he got closer and closer. He was heading towards my house, like he was like slowing down. And we went inside anyway, because like we were getting bored. And we went inside and we started watching TV. And I put my Segway away, shut the garage door, and then put my shoes away and went into the kitchen. Now I was washing my hands, and I see this kid coming up my driveway, straight up coming up my driveway. And I was like, what the fuck? What is this kid, like, he spotted me from, like, down the street, now he's coming towards me, like, I don't know, like, why is he at my house now? Maybe he's trying to sell something, I don't know. So I'm washing my hands, and he sits down. The way my house is, there's, like a sitting area in my house, or outside my house, and it wasn't my porch, it's not on my porch, it's in front of my porch. But he's sitting there, and I'm just like, why is this kid sitting outside my house? And he was just being really fucking creepy. He was sitting there, and at one point he stood up, and he looked like he was talking to himself, and just straight up, like, just being weird. Really fucking weird. And I'm like, guys, come here. And my friends are looking out the fucking front, window, and we're all looking at this kid, and he's just sitting there talking to himself. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? And he sits there for another 5 minutes, and we're getting creeped out. We're like, dude, what the fuck? Why is this kid just sitting outside my house? And he gets up, and he starts walking towards the window, and we all duck, because we didn't want him to see us. But he starts knocking on my door, just pounding on it. He keeps knocking on it. And if you're at my house, past a certain hour where, like, no delivery guys are going to be there, or, no one who I, like, am expecting is going to be there, I usually want to answer the door, because usually it's people just trying to sell you stuff. And I was just like, all right, well, he knocked on the door once, and I was going to answer it, and then I didn't. And if he knocked a second time, I probably would have let him in, because maybe he needed something. But he didn't knock a second time. The minute he got done knocking, he just, like, quickly walked away. And I was like, dude, what the fuck was that? And he looked familiar. I didn't, I knew he was from around here, but I didn't know if he was a fan, someone from school, a friend of mine that I didn't even recognize or something. I don't know. So I hit up some friends of mine, and I was like, do you guys know this kid? Like, I described what he looked like, and no one knew who he was. And later that night, I actually figured out that, well, not that night. It was a couple days afterwards. He tweeted me. I got a tweet saying that he was like, oh, yo, I'm a fan. I know someone from your school, and, we were going to come over and say hi to you. And it turns out it was a fan, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, it's too bad he didn't come up to me outside and say something, because I was out there, and I did see him down the street. And he did see me, but he must not recognize me or something. But I thought I'd tell you guys this story. If you enjoyed it, leave a like and leave a comment below. I'll see you guys all later. I love you all so much. Have a good weekend. Peace. Well, I don't know why I said that. I'll see you guys tomorrow, too. So, have a good Friday. I love you all so much. I'll see you later. Peace.